Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's the Worried Walrus here, and today I am once again playing Pixelmon. I'm going to be playing on the Pokeballers server, and specifically Pixelmon Island of the Pokeballers server. I will link the Pokeballers website and their forums down below. I'll also link, if you can't see, this is a new resource pack, if my pawnyard will get out of the way. New resource pack, which is the Pokeballers official resource pack. Where's my pawnyard gone? Whatever. And I will link that down below. Well, today we're just going to have a little catch up. What's going on? What I plan to do. Where it's going to go from there, so on and so forth. I'm also going to EV train with pawnyard, which I can confirm as one of my final 6. Well, Bishop to be specific. However, my other 5 members, I'll only show another 2, I think, at most, of them. But yeah, I've caught some filler Pokemon. If you look on the left, and none of them bar Pawnyard are my final. Well, yeah, bar Pawnyard is my final. Towards a later, towards a later date, I should have more and more of them, but they will be in the box when I record. Unless I'm EV training them specifically for the video. So on the subject of EV training, if you want to train HP and attack EVs, I recommend just completely this biome, aka if you go to the warp list, which I'll fill you in on a second. I've got desert, forest 2, ice plains, lovely mushroom plains, well, mushroom and plains, savanna, tiki and volcano. If you go to ice plains, you get these bad boys, who yield well, not these specifically, these yield I think it's a HP and an attack, whereas the Walreins which spawn here give you 3 HP. God, he's running from me. He doesn't want to die, does he? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, a little other update is that we have, of course, well, I, of course, should I say, been, oh, hold up, just Melclaw him, been unlocking all the other islands so you don't have to watch me run around trying to find the quest items. I've unlocked, as I've shown, all those bad boys up there, and I've got a few more to go, but I don't know if I'll even push for them. I don't know if the ones that my team I need is in there. Why are my Pokemon not sending out? There we go. It's a bit of a lag there. But yeah, I'm going to slowly but surely just grab my team, inch my team forwards while exploring the islands. This one, for example, this episode I'll spend the majority here. I might pop back to Tiki just to have a look around at everyone and see what's going on. I'm currently EV training. Once my EV training is completely done, well, I'm catching one, then I'm EV training the previous one, and then I'm going to and when I'm all 6 are caught and EV trained, I'm going to work on their movesets. Post movesets, I will then work on practice makes perfect, learning all my strategies. Although I already know what can attack mine, what can do some damage, and how to counter that. I know the most common Pixelmon that are on offer and the most powerful, and I have a counter to the majority of those and how to defeat them. I will of course work on my stratagem as the time comes about. I know the heavy hitters. Once I realise who's a big contender, I'll do a bit of research on them. But yeah, towards later, I'd say past episode 5 part of this series, I will start battling people at least once per episode. I might do a few episodes just dedicated to battling, and I will just do my best to absolutely just practice and see what I can do. Ooh, I've got embargo here. Using held items. Using items on it. Ooh. Gonna have to get rid of. No, slash. I'll have to get rid of slash for that, I think, yep. It's a decent status, not status attack, but more of an attack that can do some serious confusing amongst the enemy. But you know, I'm gonna do a battle, and what I plan to do is, if I can get a few YouTubers on it, I may do so. I'll see if I can get Fallen to try and take up this, see if he wants to, of course. But I will battle some YouTubers so we can get a bit of a Skype call going, a bit of competitive competition going, see who supports who, see who's disappointed with who wins. But yeah, anyways, at the moment I'm currently just EV training my pawnyard. Let's have a quick look at that. 37 attack, no, 37 HP and 51 attack. My plan is to completely buff out HP and attack and then put it even defense or speed, I don't know yet. Probably defense, just for that little extra oomph if he gets hit. His IVs aren't perfect, but I will live with them though. relatively good at least. Oh, nothing spawning. Had this problem earlier, which was irritating as all hell. But yeah, if there's any suggestion for what you guys think on my playthrough so far, pop one in. If you think I should do some more editing, if you think I shouldn't edit, if I should have longer episodes, shorter episodes, throw it in. If I should have a bit of, oh god no, a bit too high there. If I think I should have little quirky episodes where like 3 minutes long, just dedicated to a random thing, like a capturing of a legendary, so on and so forth. I won't evolve the ones I show off without you guys being there, so you ain't got to worry there. I've got 11 more levels for Pawnyard to level up and evolve anyway, so I wouldn't worry. If you have any qualms with what I'm doing, if you think I'm doing something wrong, throw me a suggestion, throw me a hint down below. Ooh, bit of a lag there. If you think I'm doing something you could do better, please just give me some feedback. If you want to drop a dislike, I can understand why, because you're just showing discontent for the video. But if you could explain why you're dropping the dislike, that would mean an absolute fortune for me. Same as if you're dropping a like. If you say, oh look, I love the series, or I love your team, or whatever, I'll absolutely appreciate that. If you don't drop a like, if you don't drop a comment, I can understand. You're just passing as you go. All I can say, ladies and gentlemen, any sort of feedback you can give me, I'll appreciate. It just means, as a whole, I can make the experience a lot better for you down the line, I like to say, depending how far we do go with that, of course. I like to keep this as a hobby throughout, at least a few months minimum, to see how it goes. And if I enjoy it, which I am so far, I'm loving it, I will keep it going. Oh god, these spheres and Squinubs are absolutely irritating as anything, because when you attack them, or when I say attack them, you throw a Pokeball at them with your choice of Pokemon. They run. They just absolutely just run for their lives, and they're so tiny. It's like Rattatas. I'd never ever try them again, because good god, when you got a tiny Rattata or a Pidgey Rattata, it was unreal how small they are. Same with Joltex. It's just ugh. Anyway, let's see if we can take on this Walrein. What level is it? 47? That's a reasonable shout. What about this one? Lower? Definitely not. Let's try this Walrein. Okay, let's go Feint Attack. I should really run with a Metal Claw to lead up, but ooh, he's got a Water Gun. Yeah, this was a terrible decision, and I'm going to leave. Their HP is way too high, and my attack is not high enough for them yet. I can take on Mamoswines. Not Mamoswines, Miloswines. But I'm not going to risk Walrein just yet. Can I Pokeheal? A lot of the commands you've seen me use are in fact, what do we call it? Donator only things, like commands. I've got a donator only, well not donator only, donator choice Pokemon here, my shiny Pawnyard. However, I haven't got my donator items because there's a bug that they are working on. I'd also like to add, if there's any of you that like Pixelmon but haven't got it yet and have Minecraft, I'll be uploading a simple tutorial later, or before I think, because I got work tomorrow, so don't know yet. Should be before. I might download them both, put them both at the same time, because this will take longer. And yeah, if you want to play this, just simply follow the instructions piece by piece, and before you know it, you'll be playing with your own Pawnyards and Victory Bells and whatever Pokemon you want to play with, and just have a general good time. I'll also link the Pokeballers server down below, so you can go and come on the server once you get whitelisted. Yeah, I really have to recommend this server. It's a lot of fun. I've spent a good few hours on this now. If you wonder why I'm wandering around what seems to be aimlessly, I'm waiting for some mobs to spawn, so sorry if it just looks like you're going to get a vision of me just going Usain Bolt constantly. If it lags a bit, it's because I have to wait for the chunks to render. Oh, my voice is a bit mumbly because I'm a bit tired. As I said, work tomorrow, early morning, early start, late finish sort of thing. Not a fun thing. Ooh, Celio, I think we can take that. Yeah, we can take that easy. Oh, missed. I said, don't you start, Mr. Celio. Your descendants are irritating as it is. Okay. Get the attack up, then we'll go on to Feint Attack. My Pawnyard is not going to be my sweep, because I will saying that if I get any opponents which, you know, are susceptible to steel, I'll definitely use him as my sweep, because I'll bulk him up with Metal Claw. Then I'll just move on to the feint attack, which is always accurate, so... Might sound like I'm giving my strategy away, but I already have a counter-attack to that strategy anyway, and a counter-attack to any strategies people use against it. I have plan Bs all the time, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you have a plan B, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. 96, 91. Going for those good odds. Doing well so far, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we'll have Pawniard evolve in this episode, but in the next episode I'll make sure you're here with me for him to evolve. Even if I have to start recording as soon as he evolves, if he evolves on accident because I get too much XP, I'll just like instantly hit record. And you'll be like, oh wow, look, shiny Bishop. I don't know if I can give him a nickname. If so, I'll have to find out how. I don't think so. If you can, I'll have to make sure I do. I'll find something quite witty or cool or whatever. If you want to drop in some suggestions for a nickname for him, I'd appreciate that. If you want to drop in any nicknames for anything you think I should be using, any suggestions for Pixelmon I should be using, reasons why, I'd appreciate it. If I get a reason of a 6-team Magikarp team, I'll obviously have to take that because I'll be the best advice available. So yeah, I think we're going to call it a day here soon, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm starting to make this a bit too long. I've also noticed when I say ladies and gentlemen a bit too fast, it sounds like I'm saying leg men, but hey ho. I started to milk this out a bit too much. I've just basically EV trained. I've explained the situation, and yeah, on that note, we'll just leave a majestic little Pawniard to a... I said we'll leave a majestic little Pawniard. Maybe not then. What about Ponyta? Nope. None of my things are currently showing up. So we're just going to end that on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen. Been the Worried Walrus. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Have a nice day. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, do not be too worried.